And action. What's up? What's down? What's all around? It's your host with the most, Farmers Marcus. Welcome to my channel, where every deed is a seed, and I'm about to do some planting. So today what we're going to be doing is talking about, or continuing the education, if you will, of being, or my journey as an entrepreneur. And today, one of the biggest things I learned was scheduling. So we're going to talk about some scheduling. We won't get too deep. I'll say that for another video, but I wanted to at least go through what I learned about scheduling. So scheduling as an entrepreneur is of the extreme importance. It's very important to schedule because if you don't have a system, if you don't have a structure, then you're going to be very whimsical with your time. And that's something that I'm figuring out as well. I mean, I knew it, but things that I've noticed, like even from my previous job, or when I was working or employed, if you will, there are things that carried over as far as habits that I'm carrying over into my entrepreneurship, like not being consistent when I start work. So having that structure is so important, and that's actually something that my business coach was telling us today, was that if you don't have that structure, then you're gonna fall off essentially. Because if you're starting at one time one day and then going at another time a different day, it's very easy to fall into the trap of, oh, I'm an entrepreneur now, I get to make my own time and structure my own time. And the fault in that is that for a majority of most people's lives, and I can speak for myself, for the majority of my life, you've had someone that structured your time. When you were a little kid, you had your parents structuring your time, when you can eat, when you're supposed to take a nap, all that stuff like that. When you got into school, you were told when you're supposed to be in this class, and then when this class ended, when you're supposed to have lunch, and then when lunch was over, recess, and so on and so forth. When you got to high school, same thing. College, same thing. You get into the job market, same thing as well. You have someone that tells you when you're supposed to start work, when you're supposed to end work, when you're supposed to eat your lunch in between, all of those things. And so for most of your life, and again, speaking for myself, for most of my life, I've had someone who structured my time. So I haven't, my scheduling muscles, they're okay. They're, at this point, I'm probably like a 50-year-old like woman or something when it comes to the strength of my scheduling muscles. Not saying a 50-year-old woman is weak by any means, but on average, when it comes to like a bodybuilder and a 50-year-old woman, the strength level is a little bit different. But nonetheless, so I definitely need to continue to strengthen those. And that strength comes with just knowing, again, having a system in place and following that system. For me, that is having metrics in place. So I'm going to, and this is my goal for October. Now we're going to be going into fourth quarter. I'm going to have my set schedule. I'm going to schedule my week every Sunday. So that way I know what my week is going to be looking like. And then the goal is to, no matter what, unless there's like an emergency that happens, I'm going to protect that time of when I'm going to start work and when I'll end work, with very minimum distractions, very minimum time off of that schedule. So that's something that is of extreme importance to me to continue to do, and for my journey, and to continue to learn. Really, for anyone's journey, if you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, and even just life in general, it's good to do those things and have those habits and that capability of doing that, or a skill to do that. So it's definitely something that I would suggest. Like I said, I can go into a deeper video at another time, and feel free to put in the comments if you want to know how I schedule out my week and what that looks like. And I've used it in the past, and so far it's been great to how I do it. I just need to stick with my schedule of how I do it. So that has been the journey so far, and something that was needed, or something that I needed to hear and get reiterated to me, so that way I can continue to follow along in that path. So that was what I learned today. Hope you all found value in this. Again, if you want to learn how I schedule and some ways that you can potentially implement those scheduling techniques, feel free to let me know. And then I may end up doing a video anyway for it in the future. But other than that, peace and hair grease, seed, plant, harvest. And until next time.